So now I would like to look more closely into you and your, I guess, identity right now, your presence as the co-founder of MaskLab. So how did that idea where did that idea necessarily
Um,
originate from? So how do you necessarily see the two ideas converging with each other?
after my first e-commerce project, I got it to grow to a certain size and ended up selling it. And after that, I just started doing consulting for e-commerce businesses, and I got more into software development and tech. So from basically from 2011 onwards until 2020, I was no longer involved with my dad's business. Okay, but 2020 came, and markets everywhere took a big hit. That included my dad's factory selling furniture. So the original idea of making masks wasn't mine. It happened at a during Chinese New Year of last year of 2020 when the pandemic first started. It wasn't even called a pandemic at the time, but he was worried, and he said, "Hey, I think I'm going to buy two machines to manufacture masks in Hong Kong, so I can supply the world. What do you think?" I thought he was crazy. So I went off back to the United States in March, and a week after I got back in the U.S., everything shut down. So I was like, "Hey, you're right." So I called him back and I said, "I want to do the mask business, but taking from my last 10 years of experience, I don't want to just make a factory that provides masks for people from all over the world, because maybe for the first few months you're going to do really well because there's a shortage, but that's the only thing that you have going for you. Once the shortage is over, there's no advantage to it. So I wanted to create a brand, and especially a digital brand, using all the experience I built in the last 10 years. So I came back to Hong Kong, started this brand, and as to how I combine fashion with protection, that was a trial and error process. And this is something I want to iterate to your audience, and anybody who's going to be watching this, is that ideas are cheap, and the way to really find success in entrepreneurship is to really iterate and try different things until you hit product market fit. And when you actually hit it, you can feel it. You don't have to guess like, oh, maybe this works and this doesn't work. So when we first started, the angle wasn't fashion. The angle was, we have a factory in Hong Kong. We want to make it 100% transparent. So we did a lot of content. We had YouTube videos of the factory. We had factory tours. People can come in and see it. We had success with it. But at the time, I knew in order to be successful in any business in the 21st century, you have to keep pivoting, do mini pivots, and do tests. Some people call it A/B testing. I just like to say that we just try out new ideas, new angles for your brand, especially in the beginning. And for us, we eventually landed at just doing different designs and different colors for our masks. And it just took off. That day, June 18th, was the day we launched our mask in 6 different colors. Now it's no big deal. You see different color masks everywhere. But at the time, it was very rare, and it went viral in Hong Kong. We sold out of everything online within 1 day. And that's how I knew that this is the angle that works the best. And the rest is kind of history. We just built on that foundation.